It's starting to thunder, which is perfect to visit Midnight Mary's grave. Mary Hart is known for her unusual grave and the legends that surround it. Her grave says the people will be troubled at midnight and pass away. Further down, it says she died at midnight. According to legend, her aunt had a dream that she had been buried alive. When they opened her coffin, it showed that her fingernails were bloody and she may have tried to claw her way out. Supposedly, she still haunts the cemetery.
And sing this little song. Run, rabbit, run, rabbit, run, run, run.
I found the grave of two spiritualist mediums from the early 1900s. Instead of mentioning death or dying, it used the phrase passed into spirit life. It also mentions that all evil done to others after it serves its purpose reflects back curses upon its authors.
Hey everybody, I have something unique to show you from the Tennessee Plateau area. These are called tent graves or comb graves. A comb because it refers to a part of a roof line. The theories on why they were constructed this way range from Scottish traditions to keeping animals out to collapsing graves and a way to keep people from falling in. They can be found as far west as Texas, but Tennessee has most of them in the entire country.
In the bed sheets tangled up with your lies, wrecking your curtains with golden fingerprints. Couldn't stop her if you tried.
Savannah's Bonaventure Cemetery has many unique graves, but this is probably my favorite. Julie Backus Smith wasn't just an avid runner. She was also a community activist and was even a county commissioner. But those who knew her best knew her love of running fueled her passion. Following her untimely death in 2003, two statues were commissioned. One marks her grave in Bonaventure Cemetery, the other marks the entrance to Lake Mirror Park, where a running trail bears her name.
I need a D. I need a G. My baby is a wizard playing Scrabble. Compared to where he is, I merely dabble. Oh, how I wanna defeat him now. Whip it.
The Shaler grave is legitimately on its own in the middle of the Pine Barrens. There are no other people or graves in the area, that I know of. Maybe a few ghosts. This story is a bit sad, though. This is the burial site of Mrs. Sybil Shaler and her 3 infant children. What we do know about her is that she married Captain Timothy Shaler in 1769. She also had other, much accomplished children in her lifetime. Of course, with a situation as unique as this one, there are local legends. The most popular is that Mrs. Shaler and her 3 children were killed by local natives while her husband was out to sea, but no one actually knows for sure the cause of her death. The grave says, "Sacred, to the memory of Mrs. Sybil Shaler, consort of the late Timothy Shaler, who departed this life on the 2nd day of April 1785 in the 34th year of her age, and whose mortal remains repose here together with those of 3 of her infant children. I'm unsure why the Shaler plot is all on its lonesome here, which actually contributes to a much larger urban legend of the allegedly haunted Indian Cabin Road. Stay tuned for the video about this haunted road.
To hear more about the mysterious Shaler grave and other lonesome graves, check out my most recent YouTube video. Link in my bio.
This is a very unique gravestone in my hometown. My grandma told me this lady was a seamstress in town, captive herself, and she designed her own gravestone before she passed.
By engine is nobody's first choice to die, but such was the fate of Willoughby S. McMillan. Yes, Willoughby, like the Twilight Zone episode where the businessman dreamt on a train, of all things. Willoughby was just 24 years old, working as a train engineer in 1853 when his train fell on its side. He survived, but was trapped between the engine and coal car. His legs were forced to be amputated to free him, and in 1853, that's a death sentence. Have you ever seen a dollhouse grave? Lova Klein was born in 1902 with a condition that left her unable to move or even sit on her own. Her only joy in life was a dollhouse constructed by her father, who was a bridge carpenter. The dollhouse had no door and only large windows. When she was just 6, her condition deteriorated and she passed away. Her parents interred her in the West End Cemetery with her dollhouse at the gravesite. In 1945, Lova's mother Mary died, and her father requested to demolish the dollhouse but was persuaded otherwise. Lova's body was moved to her mother's burial site in the Arlington East Hill Cemetery, dollhouse included.
Have you ever seen a cemetery with an entrance like this? Wow!
Pennsylvania Cemetery contains the only caged graves in the United States. In Catawissa, overseeing the farms from the hillside, you will find 2 graves protected by beautiful iron cages. If you ask locals, they might tell you that these were designed to contain the witches or vampires that lie 6 feet under. They may be a rare example of a mort safe designed to keep body snatchers from illegally selling the corpses for medical study. They may stand to deter coyotes or other animals. Once known as Mount Zion Cemetery, these unique graves were the reason for the alteration to Hooded Grave Cemetery.
Life can get tough, chills in my bones, working too much, weight on my soul, closing my eyes, let it all go. The least I can try, we'll find out somehow. And so we keep moving our feet to find a way, find a way. We're gonna keep trying to believe in today, in today. Oh, and when we stop to breathe, I just know we're gonna see that if we keep moving our feet, we'll find a way, find a way. In today, in today. We'll find a way, find a way. In today, in today. We'll find a way, find a way. Find the little things to keep her around.